event for this evening, and I'm a big fan of any Magic content that's released by Covert Go Blue or CGB. I watch his stuff on YouTube all the time. I catch his streams when I can, but I think he's a great deck builder. He's a great content creator. I really like his stuff, and I also really love to play Blue and Black, and specifically Mill. And today, I got an update from Twitter. He tweeted out a deck list for a 2020 Mill deck. So I decided I'd put my own little spin on it. I piloted it once here in the standard 2020 event. It was a longer game. It was a drawn-out game. I ended up winning. I think I went down to like 4 life. Was saved kind of by an Enter the God Eternals at a timely moment. But I'll go through the deck list. I'm going to finish this part of the event, so you can see that this is what my stuff from today. Oh no, they changed it. Now you can get 3 wins for XP. Okay, interesting. They changed that a little bit. Anyway, I'll go through the deck list later. Right now, we're just going to finish up what we started. So like I said, I built the deck, put my own little spin on it, very minimal spin on it, and played 1 game as a test, won it, and we're just gonna keep going. I think this is a little too much mana here, especially if we don't know what our opponent's playing. Is the Elder Spell even going to matter? Enter the God Eternals is great, but we're not going to get that till turn 5. So we're gonna pitch this hand. So we got 3 lands, Bond of Insight, 2 God Eternals, and a Ritual of Soot. This isn't much better, but I think I'll keep this. We'll put one of the Enter the God Eternals on the bottom. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, so pulling an Ashiok off the top, that's nice. I'll take that. There's 4 of her in this deck. Sorry, 4 of them in this deck. Ashiok has no gender. And look at that, another Enter the God Eternal. So that was 3 on the top of the deck, basically. We'll go with the Caves here. Really would have been nice to have a Thought Erasure in the hand. So the opponent has put out 3 Gates so far. I don't know if this is a Gates deck or what to expect here, but we're going to get Ashiok out and get her online. Legion's End early is nice. So yeah, this looks like a Gates deck. Yeah, definitely. Plaza of Harmonies and Guild Summit's gone. This is the first time in the week and however long this event's been going on that I've been playing it that I've actually gone against the Gates deck. I should modify mine to make it rotation proof and bring it to play here in this event. That'd be fun. Alright, so we whiffed. The Kefnet's great. We just need 1 more land, and then we can really get going on it. But we can sit here and screw with the opponent with our Ashiok until we get that far. What do we already get rid of? Gatebreaker Ram, a Circuitous Root, that Guild Summit we saw before, and a Lava Coil. So there are, other than Kefnet, there are no creatures in this deck, unless we amass with Enter the God Eternals. So there's that. Okay, opponent's just going for some cards here. Alright, cool. So we get our island here. I think what we'll do is let's play Kefnet first, just to get a body on the battlefield. And so we can start doubling spells. Potentially. So we're really eating away at a lot of our opponent's lands, which is great in a Gates deck, because if we can do anything to slow down like Gate Colossus and Gatebreaker Ram, we're doing pretty darn good. So the opponent plays a Growth Spiral main phase. Still has not played a land, so I don't know if they're fishing for land or what. Now they got a discard. So clearly they don't have land. We are going to decline revealing the Legion's End because there's no point in it. So we're going to mess with them some more. We're going to bond to Insight here. And we whiffed ourselves, which is fine. But we milled them some more. Then we're going to mill them again. and then exile that graveyard. There's Son of the Gatebreaker Ram, some Angels. So far so good. We're doing exactly what we want to do. We'll swing in there with Kefnet as well. And see how it goes. So Kefnet's going to go back in the deck here. We will definitely take that action. Got a Swamp here. Ashiok again. I think we've been 2 of them before, so that Ashiok strategy is going to kind of go through the window here. Yeah, we did. So we'll pass turn. Opponent's down to 20 cards in the library now after drawing, and we still have 44 in ours. So we theoretically have a 24 card advantage right now, which is great. So they're going to play the Ram. It's going to be a 6/6. So what we'll do on our turn, I think we'll enter the God. We won't have enough land, will we? Because that's 5, and we only have 5 out. Yeah, so we won't be able to enter the God Eternals just to get the damage for the mill and then Legions end it. But yeah, we can't Legions End. I forgot it's converted mana cost. So what we can do, though, it should be 3, right? So we will, let's just Ritualist set that thing away. And then we'll pass turn. Next turn, maybe I'll sacrifice the Cryptic Caves, or at the end of my opponent's end step here. Before the turn is passed, maybe we'll get rid of that Cryptic Caves just to draw an extra card, see what we can find. Alright, so opponent has to discard down, and they're just going to cast their spell, apparently, instead of discarding, which is fine. We don't mind that at all. Pass to attackers, pass to end of combat. Now it'll be our turn. So yeah, we'll sacrifice the caves here. Draw a card. Oh yeah, our Kefnet. I forgot about him. So we'll throw this out tapped. We'll throw our Kefnet back out. So now, say if we draw like a Bond of Insight, that's pretty nice. Opponent just doing anything they can to find lands here. Mm, 16 left in their library. And they have to discard. Alright, we are going to reveal the Bond of Insight. Yep, we are totally going to hit him here. We'll grab the Thought Collapse and the Ritualist Soot, sure. We could cast Bond of Insight again. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Let's speed this thing up. And then we will grab a Thought Erasure and a Thought Collapse. And then we're going to have to discard at the end of our turn here. Yeah, opponent's just going to quit. Awesome. So there we go. That'll happen a lot when you're playing blue-black mill control, basically. I guess not so much control as mill, but when you're really screwing with them. So we got 50 for the 1 win. We got 150 for the 2nd win. And then 250 if we get the 3rd win. So that's nice. They're throwing out more experience as we get to the end of this mastery track before Throne of Eldraine and rotation comes in. So we are playing Rampart and their Red Glare. I mean, we could Legion's End and Elder Spell early. We're 2 mana away from Kefnet, 1 away from Thought Collapse and Ashiok. There are 26 land in this deck, so we should be able to find it. So I'm actually going to keep this and see what happens. I might regret this, being that this is the 3rd and final matchup, you know, for all the marbles, but we'll see what happens. We'll gain a life here. Wait to see what our opponent's playing. That's a blue. All right, we'll Watery Grave, and we'll let that enter tapped, and then next turn we can get an Ashiok online. Or try to get an Ashiok online. We'll see what happens. See what we're going to be playing into here. Cynic Flash, maybe? We'll throw this out, and we'll try to get her out. We'll see what happens. Yeah, okay. Which is fine. We can get rid of that bad boy. Next turn, Ashiok's going to take a hit, which sucks. But we got rid of a Frilled Mystic and 2 Breeding Pools. And another land, so that's nice. But we can definitely Legion's End that Brineborn, and that'll be nice because if they're hanging on to that, then, you know, it's just going to be even better. We can get another one pulled out of their hand, maybe, if they're hanging on to something. So we'll do that. We're going to... Oops, sorry. We're going to go ahead and try to Legion's End. And hope we hit on something in the hand as long as this thing resolves. I feel like if it wouldn't, they would have done it already. So we can see they've got a Frilled Mystic and 2 Crassus and a Night Pack Ambusher. So we are going to mill them right here again. Another Night Pack Ambusher. 3 Feral Invocations. Wow. Alright. So this is going to be an interesting matchup for us. We'll see what happens. Sailor comes out. So they've got the mana up for a Frilled Mystic now. So if we cast Kefnet, he's going to get countered, but he does get put right back in our deck, and we actually want this Ashiok to resolve. So I'm going to try to get the Frilled Mystic out if I can. Okay. So we're fine with that. Kefnet goes back in our library. Oh, shit, he doesn't. That's right, because he was countered. Damn it. Whatever. Ashiok's going to resolve next turn, although she's going to take a beating, isn't she? Okay. So I totally forgot how rules work in games. I'm actually going to pass and see if I can get the opponent to play out a creature. I kind of hope they'd flash the Night Pack Ambusher out. Exactly what we wanted. So, sorry, and mill yourself. Oh, good, we milled a counterspell. And 2 Capture Spheres. I have not seen those played. So now Ritualist Soot would be nice, because it'll get rid of the Sailor and the Crassus. It doesn't help us with the Mystic. Damn it. And there are no Planeswalkers, so we can't do that. I mean, we could cast an Ashiok and mill him for 4 more, but I don't know. Well, let's try that, because it takes some of the pressure off of us, potentially, if they swing to hit the Ashiok. So we're going to mill him here. Oh, another Night Pack Ambusher, so that's nice. I'm not sure, unless we draw a timely Ritual of Soot here, I'm not sure that will fare too well with this matchup. The Simic Flash crap really gets annoying. Yeah, okay, so that helps. It saves us an extra 4 points of damage. You know, putting Ashiok out there. Damn it. That doesn't help. So we are going to take 8. Unless they have something else to flash out here. Yep, that's game. I'm not going to wait for him to flash out all their creatures. I want to get as many games in here as I can. So that one sucked. And they moved it up to 2 losses. I didn't even see that. So we still have a chance. Cool. I'll take that. Okay. 2 Legion's End. Watery Grave of Swamp, Caffenet. I don't know how this is going to turn out. This might have been a hand I should have gotten rid of, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. See what happens. A Thought Erasure would have been nice just to get an early look at the hand. But we'll see how it goes. Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Beautiful. The hand was just too intimidating. They couldn't handle the 2 Legion's Ends and the Kefnet. Awesome. Let's claim our prize. I'm curious just to see what we can pull out of this. Incubation, Congruity, Wildcard, and a Verity Circle. So, I already have a bajillion Footlight Fiends and Root Snares, so... Okay, so we're going to jump back in the standard 2020 event. We'll start. Let's take a quick look at this deck list here. So he's running 4 Drowned Secrets. I'm running 2 with 2 Thought Collapse. I don't know if this is kind of like a just in case, like if there's stuff I can't really do and it's in my hand, then at least I can counter it. So this isn't a super control deck or anything like that. So this is more of like a just in case. So CGB runs 4 Drowned Secrets. I'm running 2. 4 Legion's End, 2 other spells, and 4 Thought Erasures. He runs the same number of those. Like I said, 2 Thought Collapse. That's me. He doesn't run any. 3 Cry the Carnariums and 4 Ashioks are the same. 3 Kefnets, 4 Bond of Insights, and 2 Ritual of Soots are also the same, as is the 4 Enter the God Eternals. Mana base is very similar. He runs 2 Cryptic Caves, 4 Watery Graves, but I did not have the wild cards to craft them yet, so I actually added an extra island and a swamp. He runs 8 of each. I run 9 of each, and then 4 of the Dismal Backwaters just for getting those extra dual lands in there. So we have similar builds, pretty close. He obviously was the inspiration for what I'm running, but that's what it looks like. I'm having a blast with it so far. Like I said, I love to play blue and black together, and I'd love. I don't really play Modern. If I have a chance to sit down and actually get into Modern, I would love to build a Modern mill deck. And obviously it's not going to be tier 1 competitive, and it could certainly lose. I keep doing the wrong thing. To the majority of Modern decks, at FNM or whatever. But it's fun. I play Magic to have fun. Winning's great, but if I can get my fun strategies out, I want to play them. So I've got as far as EDH is concerned, I run a Nicol Bolas the Ravager discard deck, which is a ton of fun. It doesn't win a lot, but it just messes with people a lot. All your opponents. It's a ton of fun. People always like seeing it when I play it because I get a lot of compliments on the build, so that's always nice too. We're gonna keep 3 mana and a decent curve. So we're going to go with a Backwater first. I think I'm going to go Swamp second turn. And potentially take turn 3 off depending on what we draw here. But I want to get that Thought Erasure out and get in their hand. So we can still Ashiok turn 2, which is great. Wow, okay. So maybe they figured we were running similar builds, and because they were on the draw rather than the play, they were already behind from the outset. I'm not sure. But I'll take it. So let's just jump right back in and get this game 2 going. Anyway, I've loved Mill since I was a kid and Millstone came out, and everybody was like, man, this card's so cool. And then people were kind of like, wait a minute. So you can mill 2 cards at a time, but, you would have to take a lot of turns to be able to, really do it. So I'm going to keep this too. Because I have not had a Drowned Secrets in my starting hand yet, or that I've really been able to play for any effect yet. So I think I got it once, and it was already too late for me. I think it was in the Simic Flash game, if I recall. Anyway, Millstone was one of my favorite cards. I still love the art on it. I still love Millstone. I love the concept of it. So, yeah. I'm actually going to Legion's End here and get rid of this because I don't want to mess with that. So there's a Liliana out there. Let's see, a Spark Harvest, a Liliana's Triumph, Bankrupt in Blood. Okay. So we whiffed on the Orzhov Enforcer, but that's okay. We're going to backwater here, gain another life. And then we'll Drown Secrets, and depending on what we draw, we'll Bond of Insight next turn for a little bit of extra mill. But we'll see, you know, again, depends what we draw. This should be an interesting matchup. This looks like mono black. Yeah, definitely mono black. And, you know, we'll see what happens. They're 2 turns away from a Liliana. So we're going to Kefnet here, actually. Try to get some of their destruction out of their hands. Out of their hand. There's no counterspell, so he should hit the board. Alright, so we got rid of a Liliana and was at a Plague Crafter, which is great. Yep, that's fine. I'll put him right back in my deck. So, there we go. Alright. Let's Bond of Insight here. Be great. There's a Thought Erasure. So we'll get the Thought Erasure back, and do we want another Enter the God Eternals? Or the Legion's End? Well, let's get another Enter the God Eternals for now. And we're gonna hope they whiffed on land. Damn it. So Liliana's gonna come down here. I was hoping we could get one more turn and pull that thing out of their hand. But that's fine. Because what we're going to do here is... Let's see, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 land. I mean, we could... Here, let's just do this. So we're going to mill him for 6 here. And we will get our own zombie token, so we at least have a blocker out. Something is bumping outside. Sounds like a stereo. So Plague Crafter will come down here. That's fine. Not sure that we can get out of here with that Liliana on the board. And she's about 2 turns away from alting too, so that's a total bummer. That doesn't help. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could God Eternals and Legion's End, or God Eternals. We can God Eternals and Thought Erasure. Yeah, let's do that. Let's pay 2 life. Let's Thought Erasure. So we'll mill him for 2, and then we're gonna get in that hand. We're gonna get rid of that stupid Liliana. I probably should have been to that. I'm actually going to Ashiok here. Mill him again. Now we can exile that graveyard, just so that like they're Bankrupt in Blood doesn't really help them very much. So they got 22 cards left in the library. It's a bit of a race, but I don't think that there's much we're going to be able to do to recover from this, unfortunately. Kind of a bummer. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Ritual of Soot would be awesome. I mean, the Ritual of Soot, and then we could Legions and the Dread Presence. But, yeah, I forgot I left that on top of my deck. Okay, so we are going to enter the God Eternals here and hit you. Hit you again. Like, Bond of Insight would be great just for some more mill, but that's right. Well, we could exile it just to get rid of it. But no, it doesn't matter. I mean, we got plenty of life, so I'm not gonna Legions End here. I keep forgetting that it's the CMC 2 or less. All right, maybe I should have got Eternal the Plague Crafter and then shit, no, because again CMC comes into play. Wouldn't have worked anyway.
Like a fun new toy.
Yeah, there we go.
I do hope this mask is intimidating enough.
Now the clock's really on.
I don't think you'll be needing that.
We need a blue spell. Enter the God Eternals would be great, but I don't know how many we've gone through already. I don't care. I'll take 7. 1, 2, only 2. Alright, so we can cry the Carnarium, which is great. But it doesn't help us mill anything because it's not a blue spell. But we do hit a bunch of their creatures. But Liliana's about to ult anyway, probably. Now that she's above death. Yep, so she'll go down now that they have the other Liliana in their hand that they can play this same turn. They got 12 cards left. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Listen to my symphony of death.
Yeah, that hurts. So that's the drawback to this deck, right? Not having a lot of creatures, or I mean, we have Elder spells in here, but there's only 2, and this is the first time we've run into a Planeswalker in a deck. You know, it's like, what do you do? And it's best of 1, so there's no sideboard, so it's not like I could say, okay, I know this person's playing Planeswalkers, I'll sideboard in 2 more Elder spells. You know, I don't really think Spark Harvest has a place in this deck, so I'm out of here. It's just delaying the inevitable, and I want to get through as many games as I can in this video, so we'll take that loss and we'll keep on keeping on. Alright. 3 land, Thought Erasure, Ashiok, God Eternals, and Ritual of Soot. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. I like this. So we'll leave the backwater, gain a life. Alright. So yeah, the Ritual of Soot's going to be great. We're going to go right out here and get this Thought Erasure online. Holy hell. Yeah, it's converted mana cost 3. So we're going to get rid of one of these Acolyte of Flames. And we'll keep that Bond of Insight. Interesting. Yeah, maybe they're going to light up the stage on us, huh? Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Alright. So we are going to... We're going to shock ourselves. And we're going to get Ashiok out. And we're going to get her going right away. So we got rid of a Cavalcade of Calamity, which is great. Definitely afraid of those in these really small, really fast aggro red decks. Because that Cavalcade just lets them double up on damage. If they have another one, or if they have one in their hand, one of these 2 cards, we're going to have to be careful to watch when we need to cast our Ritual of Soot, just to get rid of all their cards so that we're not getting doubled up on damage too quickly. Since again, the only creature we run in this deck is Kefnet, and there's only 3 copies of them. Alright, cool. So we have another Ashiok now. I think what we do here is get rid of this. That was a good move. I saw another Cavalcade go, so we're happy with that. And then we are going to Bond of Insight here and hit him again. Actually, I probably did that in the wrong order, but red doesn't have recursion, so I'm not too worried. We'll grab a Thought Erasure back. Now, do I want to cry the Carnarium? No, you know what? I'm going to take the Elder Spell, actually, because we can deal directly with our Chandras. Because until we get Kefnet, we really don't have any way to start doing damage directly to Chandra. She shouldn't hurt us too much, but... you know, he did have 3 in his opening hand. We got 1 out. I think there's 1 in here. Yep, okay. Yeah, shit. So now we gotta be careful, and be conscious of when to use our board wipes and creature removal, because we're about to take 6 here. So, Chandra's gotta go. The other one's just going to get played right away, but that's, you know, we got to do it. And we'll have to get Ashiok out and just see if, you know, God Eternals will buy us 4 more life too, so that's nice. We get a little resource there. Alright. So I think the play here, you know what, we're just going to hit this thing and hit the opponent. Alright, cool. We got the 4th Chandra gone, so that's great. What else did I see go through there? A Scampering Scorcher, a Scorch Spitter, and another Banneret. Okay. So we're okay with that. They still have 36 cards in their library. We didn't get a ton of value off of the first Ashiok because she got killed pretty quick. I want them to play out that Spitfire so that we can get rid of it. They're checking out my token. Lava Coil, maybe? If they've got one. So... I'm just trying to think what they might be doing here. Because we can also Ritual of Soot and then hit that Chandra to remove it, and then we'll still have the Elder Spell for Chandra, the 4th and final Chandra, unless they have big Chandra in here. You know, then we're in trouble. So we're gonna, there we go. We're gonna block one of these guys. lightning strike. No, they don't have the mana for lightning strike. Okay, so they light up the stage, and they got another Spitfire and a mountain. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is trying to look around my mic here. Watery Grave. Obviously, we'll let that enter tapped. Then we'll. So we're gonna lose. Yeah, we have to. Maybe it would have been worth it to actually take the hit from the Watery Grave, just because we'll be taking at least 4 from. Yeah. Okay. Shoot. I think I misplayed that pretty badly.
These little guys are great.
Well, we could draw another Ritual Soot. We could also draw, like, Cry the Carnarium is great, because then they're left with just the Spitfire. But we do take 6 damage here, which obviously hurts. Enter the God Eternals would be nice. Or Ritual of Soot. So, see ya. Hopefully they don't have... Okay, so what we do here, we Thought Erase the last Chandra out of their hand. We are going to get hit from the... We'll keep Kefin it too. We are going to get hit. Hopefully they don't have a hasty creature here. Okay, so we're good here. We take 4, but then we get rid of that Chandra, and we have a creature to play. Yes, because we have enough land. He's only 4 CMC. So now we're sweating, because if they draw something with haste, you know, we're in trouble.
I don't have enough swears right now.
So, alright, Kefnit's out. Oh, please don't be a hasty creature. Shit. Well, that sucks. Bummer. So, 1 trigger from the Cavalcade gets us. That was a good matchup. I think we lasted a little bit longer than I thought we would against Mono Red. So, let's do this. We're going to jump right back in, because this deck is just a blast to play. Again, if you're not watching anything, stream or YouTube from Covert Go Blue, I highly recommend it. He's one of my favorite content creators and deck builders. And he was the inspiration for my version of this standard mill list. So, if you want to be an asshole and piss off people, you should play mill. Liquid Cool. T1000. Alright, so... I like the potential of this hand, but I don't know what we're going to get for mana. But I really like starting off with a Drawn Secrets. But we don't have anything else to play with it. We do have a Legion's End if we need it early. You know what? We're gonna keep it. Screw it. Let's see what happens. It's all for funsies, right? For funsies and for farming XP. Alright, cool. So, we drew a 3rd Mana Source right away. So we're happy with that. Another Kefnet, too. Interesting. Well, shit. Some Grixis control, maybe? What do you got? Another Steam Vents. Alright, and we got another Swampy Swamp. So we're gonna get the Kefnet out here. We're gonna mill for 2. A Duress and a Ral. I like both of those hits, because I like keeping my cards in my own hand. And I like not having a Ral on the board. So they shock themselves and play their own Kefnet. Wonderful. We're going to decline that. Watery Grave enters tapped. Well, I guess we'll just pass the turn because there's nothing else to do. Hope they don't double up on spells that they can cast. I would love to. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's fine. love to get some value off Kefnet, specifically like Bond of Insight. Yep, that's not gonna matter. So cool. Started out with a really fun looking hand and haven't really drawn much. At least that we can use up to this point. So Kefnet's gone. Yeah, I figured there'd be a Bedevil in there. Yeah, we'll get him in there. Now watch us draw Bond of Insight off the top here. Cry the Carnarium. Yeah, none of this helps us in any way right now. We really need blue spells, and we are just drawing straight black. Alright. So, cheap Chemister's Insight coming here. The land. 4 more damage. Ugh. Now, Cry the Carnarium and Enter the God Eternals would be great, but we don't have 8 land for it yet. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get Ashiok out here. And we're going to hit you for 2 here. Unless they're holding up... Well, either way, we'll hit you for 2 because we cast a blue spell. But we'll see if Ashiok resolves. Sinister Sabotage or something, maybe? Nope. Okay, so they resolve. Bolas. Is that another Kefnet? Oh, Ral. Or no, wait, that was the Ral we got before. But I thought I heard Ral talking. Maybe because we exiled him. Alright. So, my guess is Ashiok doesn't live here, which is okay. I'm not sure that at this point we're really going to recover very well against, oh shit, yeah.
No one is telling me what to... Let's
Now we're really on a clock. This is going to be tough. And this is what you run into, right, with Mill, unless you get rid of the cards you absolutely need to get rid of that your opponent controls, you know, you're kind of in trouble. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Bond of Insight would really help us out now that Kefnet's back out here, but I'm not too sure our bird friend is going to survive. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was another Bedevil or even a Spark Harvest. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's nice they didn't give us another emblem. But we're about done here anyway. See what we draw. Double Insight. Yeah. I'm out of here. Alright. Let's try to find a better matchup. It's been kind of brutal the last couple games. But again, that's what you get when you run with mill decks. Especially mill decks that run 3 creatures unless you play an Enter the God Eternals on a mass. But kind of have to draw one to play one. Rodolfo. Frodo's best friend, Rodolfo. So we have a Bond of Insight, a Cry of the Carnarium, Legion's End, Thought Erasure. Yeah, we're going to keep this. So Moose leaves. Vanifar Avatar. Alright, so we'll gain a life. Blue. Alright, we'll drop a swamp. Get in that hand. And we are going to get rid of the Dreadhorde Invasion. We can deal with creatures, but we can't deal with enchantments. Maybe Dismal Backwater would have been a better play there, but doesn't really matter. I'm not too upset. Alright, opponent chooses not to play again. So we'll backwater, and then get in that hand again. And get rid of your invade the city. We'll grab that because that's going to be some good potential card draw. We don't necessarily need it for the land right now, but it will let us draw a card off of it on opponent's end step or something. Okay, so the obvious thing here is just going to be to wait. They have another Dreadhorde Twins in their hand, right? Well, I also, is this a mass? Yeah. Let's cry for now, and we have another cry too. So we'll just wipe that, and then we'll pass the turn, and then on their end step we can crack that caves to draw an extra card. All right. So the twins come out, which is fine, because we're just gonna cry again. Pass, pass, end step. Draw a card. We get an island, and then we get an Elder Spell. Cool. So we'll cry. Blow them up. Alright. So I think what we do here is get an Ashiok online. Got another Dreadhorde invasion, so that's nice. Exile that whole graveyard. Next turn we can Bond of Insight and then Ashiok as well, so really hit them. And then we'll be able to, we'll grab maybe both the Thought Erasures, I don't know, we'll see. They're not playing any creatures right now, which is fine. So we're going to do this. We're going to grab a Thought Erasure, and I think I'll just grab a Cry the Carnarium too, just in case. Then we're going to Thought Erase. And we'll get rid of one of their Enter the God Eternals. And we are just going to throw that in the bin. We don't really need it right now. No swamps. So the nice thing is Enter the God Eternals doesn't hit Planeswalkers, so that helps us. I mean, it would have helped us in prior games, some of the Planeswalkers we were up against, but it also helps Ashiok stick around longer. So we'll see what they do here. Still nothing. Alright, well, we've been to Swamp and got one anyway. And Ashiok again. Saw an Angrath in there. Another Enter the God Eternals. So. See what happens here. I just love Mills so much. Alright, Eternal Skylord comes out. They amass 2. So what we're going to do here is... Oh, he's 5. Damn it. So we can't hit him with that. What else is in their hand? Gleaming Overseer, we can't hit. Invade the City's not, we're not going to be able to do anything there. So I think we'll cry. I wish we had a way to deal 1 damage right now, but we don't. So we got some good stuff out of there. Another Angrath, the Widespread Brutality. They're down to 25. Yeah. Enter the God Eternals would be a great draw, just to kind of clean up some of this crap, right? And so that their zombie tokens don't have flying. So Ashiok's gone. They're probably gonna, like a Gleaming Overseer or something here, and a mass, I would assume. Ah, alright. So they'll do that and then recast the Overseer. No, they don't have enough mana. They could do, or sorry, Gleaming Overseer they could do, but the Skylord they could not. Alright, well, let's Bond of Insight. We're going to grab and Enter the God Eternals ourselves, and then we're going to grab a Thought Erasure. And then we're going to Thought Erasure. And we will get rid of... the Gleaming Overseer. Don't need more land. So, pass the turn. $19 left in the deck. It's a race. So Skylord comes out. They amass 2, which is fine. Hit us there. They got to start hitting us with something. So we're going to enter the God Eternals. Get rid of that Skylord. Amass ourselves. Get that zombie token on the ground. And then... So we can't exile. So the shitty thing is... What do they got in here for instant sorcery? 2, 3, 4. So they'd have a 7/7. So we're just gonna hold off on that. The Legion's End is kind of my get out of jail card here for their zombie token. Yeah, I was waiting for that. So it's fine. We'll Legion's End next turn. We'll let that thing eat our tokens so we don't take 7. Because I don't know what they're holding in addition to Enter the God Eternals, which is fine. So actually, here's what we'll do. We'll get Kefnet out on the board. We're going to Legion's End this guy. Just to take some pressure off. And then we'll pass the turn. So they're down to 13 in their library. Drowned Secrets would be great. Enter the God Eternals again would be nice. I don't know what we've got in the bin, though. I haven't been paying attention. No, we're not going to reveal a counterspell. So, 1, Enter the God Eternals. What do we have in exile? Okay, just the bonds. Yeah, so just the 1 has been gone. You know what? I'm not trying to win through combat here. And they could, if I block their Grim Initiate... I guess I should have attacked, because if I block the Grim Initiate, they can Enter the God Eternals and kill Kefnet. But I want to keep them on the board to help with any instant or sorceries we draw. We're going to counter this and then mill him again. Another Dreadhorde Invasion and another Angrath. So we've been hitting some great stuff. And another Gleaming Overseer too. So, you know, they don't get that Hexproof and Menace, which is awesome. We're going to decline that, and then we'll get this out. Swing with Kefnet. No reason not to, because we're not blocking with him anyway, because we don't want him to die. Thinking. I don't know what kind of graveyard interaction they might have, so I really would love an Ashiok here just to exile their graveyard, so I don't have to worry about that, but whatever. I hope they're not pulling this stall tactic now where they're just going to sit there and wait to see if I'll quit, because that's going to be really annoying, and that's super shitty sportsmanship. Like, if you're going to do that, just concede, because, like, otherwise it's just totally dickish. If you're really thinking, that's one thing, but if you're just sitting there to screw with someone, you're being a dick. Alright. So they did something. And we take that hit. Alright, so it doesn't pay to reveal it because we can't alter the casting cost. Although I guess well, they only have 1 card in their hand anyway. So Widespread Brutality's gone. We don't need any more land. And they scoop. Awesome. So that was a good win. I was a little worried after that last Grixis game and seeing what they were playing, what we were going to run into. So status and statue from guilds, and then hey, an Omnath. I already have 4 of you, but that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna keep going down this track, try to get 3 wins. Get that extra XP. What the hell? Liquid Cool again? I just played Liquid Cool. This is an interesting hand, but I'm gonna keep it. Because I actually have blue spells I can use with my Drawn Secrets, and I've got a decent amount of mana. I mean, we'll see what happens. I can't... Was this guy I literally just played, or was this the guy with the stupid Grixis deck that I don't want to play again? This might be the Grixis deck. Yeah, it is. With his stupid Kefnets and his whatnots. And his Whoozits. Alright, well, there goes our Kefnet. Yep. Can't get him back after they do that. So we'll drop a Swamp. And we're going to play our own Thought Erasure. And mill for 2. Ah, the Awakened Inferno's gone. Huzzah! And we're going to get rid of their Kefnet. And we'll keep that Ashiok on top. I would love for them to Thought Erase me again. No, I have enough mana next turn. Yeah, go ahead, take the Enter the God Eternals. I have enough mana next turn to get that Ashiok out. They don't have a Bedevil that I saw, unless they drew into it. We're going to get the Backwater online, since we don't need it this turn. Gain a life, get some stuff out of there. Mill again, get some of this shit exiled. Good, 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 good. Saw we hit a bunch of lands too, which is good. They got a Ritualist Soot, a Flame Sweep. Shock themselves. Oh, well, they found one of their Kefnets. Which means Ashiok's dead next turn. So we gotta go again. Alright, well, I'll take that, though. So, we'll Drown Secrets them, no Bond of Insight them. And then we're going to grab back the Enter the God Eternals, and... Let's grab an Elder Spell just in case they get a Planeswalker out. We know they have them. It might only be the Chandra. I can't remember. But we can get him for 6 next turn. If we hit the Kefnet, we're not going to kill it, but we can hit it and then make them mill 6. So Discovery Dispersal. Figured they would. Discovery again. Maybe I should have grabbed one of those Thought Erasures, huh? So we're going to mill him for 6 this turn here. Gain 4 life back, which, you know, negates one of the Kefnet. So there's one Kefnet. One on the board, one in the graveyard, and I think one in exile, right? Yeah. Alright. Which is fine. I mean, can't block with it anyway. Suppose we could attack since Kefnet doesn't have Vigilance, but this really sucks. Now we're just hitting a fucking mana clump. Nope, there goes our Elder Spell. Cool. So we'll mill him 6 again here. We're going to grab that Thought Erasure. We'll get a Enter the God Eternals, and then we'll get a Thought Erasure. And then we're gonna Thought Erasure, and we'll mill him another 2. Getting that hand, and we're gonna get rid of their Chandra Awakened Inferno. We've got an Ashiok on top. We're happy with that because they've only got 7 cards left in the deck, and we'll get them for 2. We'll get them for 6 next turn. Wow, that's awesome. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, we just got to get rid of one of the lands, right?
My revenge will be pain. My schemes are never ending.
I'm sorry, I can't listen to the Bolas in the game without thinking about Day 9 and his Bolas impressions, because they're absolutely hysterical.
Nightmares are the balance for you.
So that's it. That's the game, baby. So we're 1-1 against them tonight. Some timely drawing there at the end got us the W against that Grixis bullshit. Didn't we just do this? Anybody else living in deja vu with me? I swear to God we did this after the last game. Anyway, weird. Alright, so we're just trying to get the wins here on this track. Yeah, we'll keep this. Had some pretty decent starting hands tonight, which is good, and it also means that the deck is built well. Get in that hand. Yes. Beautiful. Get that shit out of there. Then we'll get Bantu out of there too. We will discard. Let's discard Ritualist Sit. And then let's draw another Ritualist Sit. That can enter tapped. Thought Erasure. Let's see what else you got. Drill Bit. Choose a non-land card. Yeah. Alright. I mean, it's got to be Bantu, right? I would think. Could definitely use another land here. We're going to get Drill Bitted, I would assume. Depending on what they drew. Yeah. Alright. Well, this... Oh, no, that's only when it enters the battlefield. Okay, so I'm assuming we'll lose the Thought Collapse, potentially. Or maybe even the Ritual Set. I don't know. Or Elder Spell. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how Planeswalker heavy they are, so I don't know, like, what they'd be, you know, looking to do. Alright. Well, pass turn. I mean, I'm assuming they're just waiting for us to play something. But, you know, don't have to yet, right? So we can hold some stuff up. So Yarek's Fenlurker exiles a card from their hand. Whatever, we'll just Thought Collapse this and mill it. Good, get that Davriel out of there. Now I'm sure Obnixilis will come out next turn, which is fine. What does he do again? Whenever I draw a card to take a damage, and then they can destroy a creature, and then controller draws 2 cards. Okay, well, I don't have any creatures, so they can't really minus him. But every time I draw, I'm going to be taking a damage. So, as we start this next turn here. Alright, gives them a little engine. So now I take damage. Because life is unfair. Yeah. I really don't know what to continue to expect from here. Hey, there we go.
I am your inner demon.
So he's gonna get destroyed next turn. I'm quite sure, which is fine. We put him back. Oh, all right. Well, that's what they're holding on to. Yep. Take action. Get him back in there. Ah, beautiful. I like this. Let's see what the hell you're hanging on to. Oh, okay. I don't care about that. So, just like us, they're hanging on to Ritualist Soots. Are we gonna just get Obnixialist to death?
Knowledge is not without.
Because that would be annoying. Yeah, we're just gonna fucking lose to Obnixialist because we don't have Planeswalker removal right now. Good God. Man, my monitor's really reflecting bad off my glasses right now, isn't it? And we're drawing land on top of it. Like, it's not even shit we can actually use. You know? Again, more land. We're being landed to death. This is awesome. Awesome stuff. Damn it.
I am your inner demon.
Now what are you gonna use to kill it? You know what I mean? What are they hanging? Another cruelty? Ah, Liliana's Triumph. Even better. God damn.
Try not to think.
Thank God. We have an Elder Spell? Thank God. So he's dead. Finally. Hopefully it's not too little too late. And let's get a look in their hand. Cruelty and Ritual of Soot. Well, Cruelty for sure. Hey, another Bond of Insight. Beautiful. We like that. So we'll cast that. And then we'll grab back, enter the God Eternals, and Thought Erasure. And then we'll Thought Erasure. And we'll get rid of their Cruelty. And we'll keep that Bond of Insight that's on top of our deck. Is that 3 in a row? Timely. Alright. Now we're going to grab Thought Erasure. And... like, should I grab another Elder Spell just in case? Just to have it? I think I do. I don't know how many more Planeswalkers they have. So, get rid of the Triumph. Don't need the land. So 1 Drowned Secrets, 2 Kefnets, no Ashioks though. So hopefully we can find one soon because we need to speed along what we're doing here. Yeah, we'll discard that. Oh my God, another Bond of Insight. So first we're gonna do this. Roll all that up. Ah, we got rid of another bond too, so that's nice. Then we're gonna Bond of Insight again, and then we'll take a Thought Erasure and a. Let's grab another Enter the God Eternals, I guess. So they can Ritual here. I mean, if they got land and Ritual, then our Thought Erasure is yeah, okay. So what are we losing? God Eternals. Alright. What do they have left in their deck? 10 cards. Boy, Ashiok would be great. And they say screw it, I'm out of here. Oh, so yeah, okay. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking there. Captivating Gyre. Alright, Cool. So we'll claim our prize of 3 wins. So 3-1 that time through the event. Yeah, that's the deck. Let's take one more look at it. So this is my spin on CGB's blue-black, standard mill. He runs 4 Drawn Secrets. I run 2 along with 2 Thought Collapse just because every once in a while it helps. And I also don't have 4 Drawn Secrets nor the wild cards that I want to. I don't want to spend too many wild cards right now with Eldraine about to drop. So, eventually maybe I will get more Drawn Secrets, but we'll see. 4 Legion's End, 2 Elder Spell, 4 Thought Erasure, 3 Cry of the Carnarium, 4 Ashiok, 3 Caffenet, 4 Bond of Insight, 2 Ritual of Soot, 4 Into the God Eternals, 9 and 9 for Island and Swamps, only because we have 2 Watery Graves. You could take one of each out if you have 4 Watery Graves, 4 Dismal Backwaters, and 2 Cryptic Caves, kind of just for that extra card draw when you need it. But yeah, that's the deck. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I definitely appreciate it. And we'll be back. Let's see, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Thursday night for sure. So again, thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys liked checking out the 2020 standard mill deck. It's a hell of a lot of fun to play. Highly suggest giving it a shot if you like messing with people, every once in a while. So take care, and we will see you guys later.